Hello students, let's study history lesson number 6, entertainment and history. The topics of this lesson are 6.1 Why do we need entertainment, 6.2 Folk theatre, 6.3 Marathi theatre, 6.4 Indian film industry, 6.5 entertainment and professional opportunities. Things that help refresh our minds and give a feeling of happiness are the sources of entertainment. Various hobbies, games, drama, film, writing, reading, etc. are the sources of entertainment. The first topic is 6.1 Why do we need entertainment? Healthy entertainment of excellent quality is essential for the healthy growth of one's personality. Entertainment keeps our minds lively and fresh. It may also make us feel physically more energetic, so eventually our efficiency at work improves. Pursuing hobbies and games helps in personality development. In India, many festivals, sports, dance, music, etc. were developed as forms of entertainment since ancient times. There are varied forms of entertainment available in the modern period as well. Try to do it. Make a list of various types of entertainment and classify them into different categories. Entertainment can be classified into two categories, active and passive. Active entertainment anticipates an individual's mental physical participation. Practicing of handicrafts and participating in sport activities are examples of active entertainment. Watching a sports match or listening to music or watching a movie are examples of passive entertainment. In this type of entertainment, we are not actual participants but only viewers. Do it. Create a chart of active and passive types of entertainment which are related to history. Next topic 6.2 Folk theatre. Puppetry, wooden puppets, Kathputli. Remains of clay dolls have been found in the excavations of archaeological sites of Harappan civilization as well as sites in Egypt and Greece. It is possible that they were used as puppets. In ancient India, materials like wood, wool, leather, horns and ivory were used to make puppets. The Kathputli, a traditional art of puppetry in India, has two styles. One that developed in Rajasthan and the other in southern regions of India. The artists who stage Kathputli shows are found in Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Assam, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka and Kerala. The role of the narrator, known as Sutradhara, is very crucial in the success of Kathputli stage show. The stage for this puppetry show is quite small, but the puppeteers use light and sound effects in an ingenious way. Shadow puppets, hand puppets, wooden puppets and string puppets are used in Kathputli shows. Dashavatara Theatre. What is Dashavatara Theatre? Dashavatara is part of the folk theatre in Maharashtra. Dashavatara shows are presented in the regions of Konkan and Goa after harvesting season is over. The stories presented in these shows are based on the 10 incarnations of Vishnu, namely Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narsimha, Vamana, Parshurama, Ramakrishna, Buddha and Kalki. At the beginning of the show, Sutradhara, the narrator, invokes Lord Ganesha, the destroyer of obstacles. The method of acting, makeup, costumes in Dashavatara shows is set by the tradition. The show is mostly musical, but sometimes there may be a few spontaneous dialogues. The characters representing gods use wooden masks The show ends by breaking dahi handi, an earthen pot of curds, followed by Aarti singing praises of the god. In the 18th century, Shamji Naik Kale started a fad of the Shautara artists which used to perform all over Maharashtra. Vishnudas Bhave, the pioneer of Marathi theatre, staged mythological plays by introducing some modifications in the Dashavatara style. Thus, the origins of the Marathi theatre can be traced to the Dashavatara tradition. The meaning of fad is a troupe. Bhajan. Bhajan is singing devotional songs. To sing songs in praise of God and chanting God's name accompanied by instruments like tal, cymbals, mridangam, pakhavaj is known as bhajan. There are two types of bhajan, Chakri bhajan and Songi bhajan. Chakri bhajan. What is Chakri bhajan? Devotees keep moving in circular fashion and sing without break. What is Songi bhajan? The singer-actors act as devotees and deliver dialogues in the form of devotional songs. Tukadoji Maharaj introduced a new form of bhajan known as Kanjiri bhajan. To this activity, listen to bhajans composed by saints Tulsidas, Surdas, Mirabai and Kabir and try to learn them with the help of your music teacher or some traditional singer. In North India, the bhajans composed by Saint Tulsidas, the great poet Surdas, Saint Mirabai and Saint Kabir are very popular. Compositions of Purandar Das, Kanak Das, Vijay Das, Bodhendra Guru Swami, Tyagaraj, etc. are sung in Karnataka. In Gujarat, Saint Narasi Mehta gave momentum to the Bhakti movement. In Maharashtra, Saint Namdeva supported the tradition of Bhajan Kirtan through the tradition of Varkari sect. The Varkari sect developed a glorious tradition of Bhajan Kirtan. You would like to know this. There are two main traditions of Kirtan, Naradiya or Haridasi. Varkari. Varkari Haridasi Kirtan is a solo performance. It has two parts, Purvarang and Uttarang. Noman praising God, Nirupanatsa Abhang singing a composition that leads to the main theme and Nirupan explanation of the main theme. Comprise the Purvarang narration of a story to illustrate the main theme comprises Uttarang. In the Varkari Kirtan, collective participation is more important. The players of cymbals also play an important part along with the Kirtankar. During the independence movement, a new type of Kirtan was developed, known as Rashtriya Kirtan. It places more importance on creating awareness by narrating the life stories of great leaders of the Indian independence movement, scientists, social reformers, etc. The tradition of Rashtriya Kirtan was started by Dattopant Patwardhan of Y in Maharashtra. Members of the Satya Shodhak Samaj founded by Mahatma Jyotirao Phule also used Kirtan as a medium of creating social awareness. The style of Kirtan by Saint Khade Maharaj resembled closely to Satya Shodhak style of Kirtan. He used to throw light on issues like abolition of caste, cleanliness, dedication, the addiction, etc. Kirtan. What is Kirtan? Traditionally, Narad Muni is supposed to be the founder of the Kirtana tradition. Saint Namdev is known as the first Kirtankar of Maharashtra. Other saints helped the tradition to flourish. The Kirtankar is also known as Haridas or Kathe Karib Hua. He has to dress in a traditional way. He needs to train himself in oratory, singing, musical instruments, dance, and humor. He needs to be very well informed. Kirtan is performed in a temple or in the precincts of a temple. Lalit. Lalit is an old form of entertainment in Maharashtra. It belongs to the tradition of Naradya Kirtan. It is quite popular in Goa and Konkan. During the performance of Lalit on the occasion of religious festivals, it is presumed that the presiding deity of that festival is present on the throne and then she is invoked for fulfillment of a desire. The invocation continues as follows. Let everybody be granted their desire. Let entire village live in happiness till we perform next Lalit. Let the internal clashes vanish with this performance of Lalit. Let nobody's mind be spoilt with prejudice. Let all transactions happen with clear minds. Let the community's behavior be pious. The Lalit is performed in a theatrical style. Stories of Krishna, Rama, and great devotees are presented during the performance. A few texts of Lalit are available in Hindi as well. Lalit forms a part of the backdrop of modern Marathi theatre. Bharud. What is Bharud? Bharud can be described as a metaphorical song that has spiritual and ethical lesson. Bharud is comparable to the style of a road show. Bharuds composed by Saint Eknath are popular in Maharashtra because of its wide range of subjects, dramatic quality, easy rhythm and humor. Saint Eknath composed Bharuds with a purpose of educating people on various aspects of life. Tamasha. What is tamasha? Tamasha is a Persian word. It means a pleasing sight. Tamasha developed as an independent art form in the 18th century by absorbing various traits of folk theatre and classical arts. There are two types of traditional tamasha, Sangeet Bari and Dholkicha Fad. Dance and music are more important than drama in Sangeet Bari. Tamasha with drama as the main part was developed later. It included Wag, the dramatic part, little later. The Wag becomes very lively and entertaining because of its spontaneous humor. The show begins by singing the praise of Lord Ganesha, known as Gana. It is followed with the presentation of Gaulan. The second part of Tamasha presents the Wag. The popular plays like Vichha माझी Puri Kara or Gadwache Lagna are examples of modern form of tamasha. Next topic is Povada. What is Povada? Povada is a dramatic narration by alternatingly reciting poetry and prosaic extracts. Povada narrates great deeds of heroic men and women in a very forceful and inspiring style. The Povada composed by Adayan Das, a contemporary poet of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, narrating the incidents of the killing of Afzal Khan and another one on the Battle of Sinhgarh, composed by Tulsidas, are two well-known examples of Povada. In the British period, Povadas narrating the stories of Umaji Nayak, Chapekar brothers, Mahatma Gandhi were composed. During the Samyukt Maharashtra movement, the Povadas were used as a medium of creating public awareness. Next topic is 6.3 Marathi Theatre. Theatre is a place devoted to performances, either solo or collective, of performing arts. Participation of the artists as well as the audience is essential for a successful performance. The theatre comprises several factors such as script, director, artists, makeup, costumes, stage, art design, backdrop of the stage, lighting arrangement, audience, and critics. Dance and music can also be part of a drama. A drama is usually enacted with the help of dialogues. However, mime can also be used as the medium of expression. The rulers of the Bhosle family of the Tanjore were great patrons of drama. Some of them had written a few plays and also translated Sanskrit plays. The 19th century saw a great development of the Marathi theatre. Vishnudas Bhave is known as the father of the Marathi theatre. Sita Swayamvar was the first play presented by him. The movement started by Vishnudas Bhave was followed in Maharashtra by historical, mythological and also light farcical stage plays. The farcical plays dealt with social issues in a humorous way. Initially, no written scripts were used. Often only the lyrics were written down, but the dialogues used to be spontaneous. Vijay Kirtane was the first author who wrote the script of Thorle Mahadavrao Peshwe in 1861, and its printed copy was made available. This was the beginning of the tradition of having a complete written script ready before staging a play. In the latter half of the 19th century, Bal Krishna Bhuva, Ishal Karanjikar made special efforts to introduce classical Khyal music in Maharashtra. After him, Ustad Aladia Khan, Ustad Abdul Karim Khan, and Ustad Rahimat Khan contributed in a great way. Their efforts helped in developing a taste for classical music among the audience in Maharashtra. The growing popularity of classical music resulted in the origin of musical Marathi theatre. The musical plays of Kirloskar Mandali became very popular. Sangeet Shakuntal, written by Anna Saheb Kirloskar, earned a great popularity. Another musical play, Sharada, written by Govind Ballal Deval, is quite important, as it is comments in a humorous style on the evil custom of marrying young girls to aged men. Also plays such as Mokhnayak, written by Shripad Krishna Koladkar, Sangeet Manapamam, written by Krishnaji Prabhakar Khadilkar, and Ekach Pyala, written by Ram Ganesh Khadkari, are important in the history of Marathi theatre. Do you know Khadilkar wrote Khichakwada, a metaphorical drama to denounce the British government? It was based on certain events in the Mahabharata. Draupadi represented helpless Mother India, while Yudhishthira represented the moderates and Bhim the extremists. Kichaka represented the insolent Viceroy Lord Curzon. The audience used to perceive the characters in this fashion and feel enraged about the imperialistic attitude of the British government. The popular plays written by Acharya Atre, the like Shastang Namaskar, Udyatsa Sansar, Ghara Bahir, etc., helped the Marathi theatre to sustain through a temporary decline. The recent plays based on historical themes like Re Gadala Jewa Jag Yete and Ithe Osalala Mrityu by Vasant Kanetkar, Khashiram Kotwal by Vijay Tendulkar, Tilak Ani Agarkar by Vishram Bedekar became very popular. The Marathi stage continued to get enriched because of its varied subjects and types of the plays. Marathi stage artists of the bygone era like Ganpatrao Joshi, Narayan Rao Rajamsa, more popularly known as Bal Gandharva, Keshav Rao Bhosle, Chintaman Rao Kolhatkar, and Ganpat Rao Bodas are still remembered as great actors. The early Marathi plays were staged and on open grounds. The British first built closed theatres like Playhouse, Ripon, and Victoria in Mumbai. Thereafter, the shows of Marathi plays gradually took to closed theatres. Do you know the renowned author-poet Vishnu Vaman Shirvadkar, also known as Kusum Grudge, wrote Natas Samrat, a play styled after Shakespeare's well-known play King Lear. It became very popular. Ganpatrao's Belwalkar, the tragic protagonist of Natasamrat represents a blend of two well-known personalities of early Marathi stage, Ganpatrao Joshi and Nanasaheb Phatak. Topic 6.4, Indian film industry. Cinema. Cinema is a medium that brings together art and technology. With the technology of motion pictures, the film industry came into being. It gave rise to the era of silent movies. Later, the technology of sound recording was introduced and the age of sound movies began. Do you know types of movies? Satirical movies, documentaries, advertising films, children's films, movies about army, educational movies, movies narrating a story, etc. The honor of making and releasing the first full-length movie goes to Maharashtra. Maharashtra is known as the land that nurtured the Indian film industry. The contribution of Madan Rao Madhav Rao Pitale, the Patwardhan family of Kalyan, Harishchandra Sakharam Bhatwadekar, also known as Savve Dada, is very important in the development of Indian movies. Later, Gopal Ramchandra Torane, also known as Dadasaheb Torane, and A.P. Karandikar, S.N. Pathankar, V.P. Divekar sought help from foreign technicians and made a movie entitled Pundalik. It was released in Mumbai in 1912. Raja Harishchandra, a movie directed by Dada Saheb Phalke, was the first to be processed completely in India. It was released in Mumbai in 1913. He also created silent movies named as Mohini Bhasmasur, Savitri Satyavana, also documentaries on the rock-cut caves of Verul and pilgrim centers of Nasik and Triambakeshwar. Later, a tradition of making movies on historical and mythological subjects came into being. Anandrao Painter, the first one to make a cine camera of Indian make, also got interested in the making of movies. His cousin Baburao Painter, also known as Mistri, made Sairandri in 1918. He made the first historical movie, Simghar. You would like to know this. The government of India created a special division for making documentaries. It was named as Film Division. The documentaries released by this division used to be shown in the cinema theatres before the beginning of the main movie. They were aimed at creating public awareness about various issues, gather more information about it. Baburao Painter made historical movie Simghar, which was a silent one. He also created historical movies like Kalyansa Khajina, Baji Prabhu Deshpande, and Netaji Palkar. He also made a movie on a realistic social issue entitled Savakari Pash. In 1925, Balaji Pendharkar made a movie entitled Bajirao Mastani. However, the British government suspected it to be a medium of spreading nationalistic sentiments and it was banned. Kamlabai Mangarulkar was the first woman producer. She produced Savlya Tandel and Panadai, Hindi, Ram Shastri, a movie made by Prabhat Company in 1944, became very popular. In the post-independence period, a few movies were made on the historical themes. Acharya Atre made a movie on the life of Mahatma Phule and Vishram Bedekar made a movie on the life of Vasudev Balwant Phadke. Dinkar D. Patil made a movie entitled Dhanya Te Santaji Dhanaji. Bal Shivaji, the movie made by Prabhakar Pendkar, also needs a special mention. Sant Tukaram is a movie to have received international acclaim. It was shown in the International Film Festival in Paris. Vishnupant Pagnis acted as Saint Tukaram in this film. Let us find out. Let us search on the internet the names of historical movies which are not mentioned in this lesson, and let us make a list of those names. Historical movies were also made in Hindi. The Hindi movies made in the pre-independence period, Sikandar, Tansen, Samrat, Chandragupta, Prithvi Vallabha, and Mughal-e-Azam were made with a historical backdrop. Dr. Kotnis ki Amar Kahani was based on a true story. The movies based on the Indian struggle for independence such as Andolan, Jhansi Ki Rani also deserve a mention. Let us find out the names of historical Marathi movies made during the period of 1970 to 2015 with the help of internet. Production studios such as Bombay Talkies, Rajkamal Productions, RK Studios, Navketan, etc. played a significant role in the development of Indian film industry. Entertainment and professional opportunities. This is 6.5 topic, the last one. The students of history can avail of many professional opportunities in the field of drama and movies. Drama. In order to achieve accuracy of stage backdrops on the stage, deep knowledge of the history of arts and architecture of the concerned period is essential. Experts in these fields can work as art directors or consultants. The script writers as well as dialogue writers need assistance of experts in languages and the history of languages as well as experts in cultural history of a given period. Cinema. The art directors of movies create the backdrop designs of atmosphere, costumes and jewelry, makeup, hairstyles, etc. suitable to the times of the theme of the movie. Scholars of history can work in this field as art directors or as consultants to the art director. To write movie dialogues, knowledge of the culture and language as spoken in the concerned period is necessary. Experts in these fields can find many professional opportunities. So here we end this lesson. Thank you, students.